Guys, if you really knew what happened about 2 minutes ago.
The pre-podcast stuff is my new favorite. I feel like I need to videotape it like on my phone just as snippets for everybody.
Oh, for that, well, even afterwards, because that's when we get absolutely feral. So,
Yeah, that's the feral that cannot be put online.
I mean, it could, but there may be some consequences.
I'm not ready for the consequences of my actions.
Right? Like, what?
Not today.
Well, welcome everybody to this episode of Two Basic Housewives. I'm Court,
I'm Kai. And I was a
and
basic
today
housewife
we,
all day today, this morning. Yes.
yeah, your housewife is really showing today.
It was showing today. Cleaned, cleaned earthing. Earthing. Not everything. Earthing. Because it's fall. No. And this farmhouse, I love it. I'm blessed. Okay. But I have a vendetta against the flies in this house. And they are like, because it got like, like that fall summer? Is a kitty coming
Yeah.
in?
Yes.
So it's like it got a little bit cold and then fall summer came back. So it's been like 80s all week. So they just came out the
Why?
woodwork and my house is full of flies. And here's me with my Dyson just like sucking them up. That's the worst. God, I hope AI doesn't make that into a freaking thing. Whoa. Oh,
If it
yeah.
does make it into a
Yeah,
clip,
you're gonna, I know. I'm gonna look a hot mess. But it's fine. Taking one for the team. But so yeah, that was me today with my freaking vacuum. And then we have not had a wasp problem like all summer. And then because of this fall fucking summer we have, the wasps are everywhere. So I was like, let me bomb the bathroom because it's just
you're in
upstairs.
the bathroom?
Upstairs in the bathroom. That it's so weird because there's a whole ass house, right? And they are upstairs in the bathroom, but the bathroom wall is that brick wall is faces the sun for a majority of the day, so it's hot. And you know how they just crawl through the little cracks. So,
Yup.
we be getting attacked when trying to brush teeth. So the downstairs bathroom is like the hot spot now because behind me, in my office, because there's no bees down here. But yes, I sucked them all up in the vacuum like a straight crazy thug housewife.
We'll
Listening to
get these
listening
one way
to
or the
two
other.
listening to Tupac and Biggie as I'm vacuuming the house. Like, oh, love it when you call me Big Papa. Suck up the, it's kind of like a weird thing. Sorry. Okay, back to what we're supposed to talk about. Not
No,
about the
no,
flies.
I mean, that's kind of part of it because today is the fall equinox. It is the first day of the most glorious season on this planet.
My basic season.
Yep, and it's, well, actually, let me see. I think today we have a little bit of a cooler day because it's supposed to rain like all day.
Girl, I can't pay attention to
Outside.
your ring is blind in my face. Yeah, yeah. If it was a flash, and I was like, my feral
It
like
caught the
cat
light
self.
just right.
It caught the light, and it was like, okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry. Fall equinox. I have
well,
ADHD today.
no, you're fine. First day of fall. It's because we're both sweating. It is the first day of fall. Granted, it is only like 73 degrees outside right now, and we're not supposed to have like too much higher than that, but there's rain. So it's muggy. But it's been in the mid to high 80s for the last like week, week and a
Mm-hmm.
half maybe.
Preach it.
So it
Preach
feels
it.
disgusting. And I mean, I'm a cheap bitch and I really do not like to have to pay for air.
Oh, we took all the
So
ACs out. I say we. Let me stop with the we. I did nothing. My amazing husband took all the air conditioners out, except for in our bedrooms. So the bedrooms
um,
are like a nice cool 65.
girl, okay, so I saw this meme and it had me cracking up because it's so true. And it said a cold bedroom at night is
Hmm.
completely different than a cold bedroom in the morning. And I was like, it's true. It's true. Because why is 65 at night freaking amazing, but 65 in the morning is cold as shit and I want to die?
No, no, I want out. Give me the fleece, the fleece
Yes.
robe with the matching slippers. I take my sleep cap in the morning too, and I'm like putting it like over my whole face because I'm cold. As,
I have a couple like hoodies and jackets. So like before I went back into the official workforce, I still had to get my son up.
mhm,
And so like I have a really thick hoodie and this I know I call it a bear coat because like like those bear costumes and like the kind of like
mhm.
material of that's what it reminds me of. And it was extra big, so I just felt like a big old bear in it. So I've got one of those, and it was whatever one I was on top that I would grab, and I would wander around the house to get my son up and get him ready to go to school. And then I would rip that sucker off and go climb back underneath the covers. What's my cat doing?
I know. I heard the little feet of the kitty. I was like, oh, what we gonna break?
Well, it sounds like Jeremy just came home from a call, um, and it spooked Tear, and
Ah,
she's on a plastic thing, so like she kind of like stopped real quick, and her little claws
hmm.
went.
I love it. I love it. But I love the first day of fall. Fall means I can do things that I don't normally do, which is a
I
lie.
know.
I do them all year round.
Right, I know. I'm like, oh, pumpkin spice in the middle of summer? Yes, please.
My skinny syrups arrived. And when I tell you
See?
that I made the perfect basic bitch coffee the other day, I literally took white chocolate mocha, like a pump of
Mm-hmm.
that, 2 pumps of pumpkin because it was a big cup, and I mixed
Mm-hmm.
that together with my oat milk. Put
Okay.
that into my coffee, and then I have this whipped like foam I put on top, and then I put on some sprinkles because I wanted to be bougie and extra. Because on Thursdays we have our coffee talk with our coworkers on Teams, and I love to show off
Oh,
my pretty cup of
you're
coffee. But when I tell you that, like with some cinnamon on top, it was heaven. It was so good,
nice. So do
so
you
good.
prefer, because like I haven't I mean I've just got caramel right now,
Hmm.
and I made this delicious caramel apple cider water. Freaking amazing.
Okay,
Yeah, it's,
that sounds so. I've never put the caramel in water, but now I'm tempted. Now I'm tempted.
so I've done it before. So my salon that I go to just recently, like the last two visits, now
I know
have
your hair
bougie
is
water.
herring, girl.
I know. Like so the color that this is faded to, I love. I'm recording, hon.
Hi.
So come on, I started experimenting with some flavors. He's gonna
Hmm.
torture that poor cat. I feel so bad for her.
Oh.
So the first time I saw it, I was like, we have bougie water. And it was literally right after we started recording. We started this podcast because I was like,
And you were like, bougie
oh
waters
my God.
everywhere.
I know. I was gonna try to do a reel, but like so I mean, we all see people doing it all over now. They're
Hmm.
taking pictures, they're doing reels, they're doing this, but I still get like super self-conscious if somebody
It's
sees me
water
doing it. I'm
talk,
like,
I think
hey,
is what it's called.
yes, yeah,
Water
because I've
talk,
seen
yeah.
that on the Skinny Syrups
Hmm.
website. So like they had lemon water and orange water, and I'm not a huge lemon water person, so I went for the orange. And they had vanilla and caramel, but hold on. I did try lemon last time. So the orange, I did mostly vanilla. I did a little touch of caramel because I do love caramel,
Yeah.
and it tasted like the most delicious creamsicle. Like the
Okay.
orange popsicle with the vanilla ice cream.
Hmm. I made a
So super
creamsicle
yummy.
yesterday, but it was a martini.
Okay, so non-alcoholic and water version.
Yes, yes, yes. And by the way, I'm so proud of you for that. I think that that's like amazing, and we should definitely clap, cheer, all the things. But yesterday, your girl, I had some orange Smirnoff vodka. So I'm sorry. Most
That
of the time
sounds good though.
I do not have, and I usually have like one beverage, like maybe once a week. Maybe. It might be like twice a
Mm.
month total in total. But like yesterday I was like, let me just make me and my shaker cup. I felt like a true bartender and I was like, babe, look at my drink. And he was like, great. And then I took a nap directly after.
Great.
I wish I was joking. Drank my one little glass, took a nap. It was great. It was great. But now I want to try creamsicle water. Like I do the lemon
It's
with the
really
sour
good. And then
apple.
so, and remember, I know I sent you the picture and I did post it in a story on our Instagram. Lemon water with caramel.
Hmm. I'm
It's
gonna do it
so good
after I finish this
because
shake.
it's not just like creamy. It's just I don't know. There's
Hmm.
something. It was really good because they didn't have orange because I really want another creamsicle water. And I
Hmm.
think I can't even remember. Maybe they might not have even had the vanilla. But I was like, we're just gonna do caramel and we're gonna see how this tastes. Ugh, so good. And
Yeah.
then like my water, yeah. So I put apple slices in the water.
I love that cup.
I did a little bit of cinnamon, just so it's Walmart. Mm, 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 mm. And then there's a little bit of caramel in the
Okay,
water.
you
So
know
like
what? Your
I let the
housewife is
cinnamon sit for a
showing.
little bit too. I didn't want it to sit too long. I know. No, this is what I like to do though. So
Hmm.
I how long was it?
Okay, you make
40
fun of me and
seconds.
my
So
little
Jeremy and I
like
have been together for
pancake charcuterie board,
2 years. I did not. I loved
but
it.
you
It was
putting
so
apple
cute.
slices in your
That's your
water.
mom. Your mom life is showing on that one. I became an ambassador for like a coffee company like 4 years ago,
Ooh,
like back when the whole like thing was, was popping up and stuff like that. And I they had like a little competition kind of thing to come up with different coffee drinks. I did
hmm,
a cheesecake stuffed French toast coffee drink, frozen coffee, because I prefer cold and frozen coffees over hot coffees. Peanut butter cup.
recipe.
Um, I can still do that because actually the coffee, so the cheesecake stuffed French toast one, that company has a French toast coffee, and it's got a
Recipe.
little bit of like a buttery undertone. Like this coffee is freaking amazing, and I used cheesecake pudding mix.
Let me find out.
Bitch, yes.
Let me let me find out
I
because
also did a s'mores coffee. And I also did what was the other one? Oh, I did. You know those the Samoa Girl Scout cookies? That's the caramel chocolate and
gr-
coconut.
you
Did a coffee
gatekeeping
drink
and I
for
don't like
that.
it.
They might be on my
We
Facebook
supposed to
from
be
a
like
really long time.
this.
Oh,
No, no, no.
they're on my really old
We
Instagram
supposed
too.
to be like this. And right now you're gatekeeping your cheesecake coffee. Okay? And I don't know how I feel about it. So
Oh,
right now we're fighting. No, no, we're fighting. Mm-mm.
do you like cinnamon toast crunch?
I'm not talking to
Because
you
I
right
did a
now. I'm
coffee
so
based on
mad.
that too.
I'm so angry.
Yeah, and this coffee it has a hydrate powder, which actually does taste pretty good, and it's a maple, and so I use that too. So you actually got like the maple, the butter, and the cheesecake all in this frozen coffee. It was
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually
Mm,
thought about
mm-hmm.
redoing it,
I'm
and
sure. Yes. If you don't text me these recipes,
um,
I swear the next podcast episode is going to be me yelling at you. Gatekeeping all the. I thought I
I'm
was
gonna
over
have to
here like
see.
good, like,
See,
oh,
I
I
can't
made
even.
this
I
water
think I might
today.
have
And you're
done
like, I make cheesecake coffee. I like cheesecake.
cheesecake stuffed French toast coffee. Thank you very much.
You make cinnamon toast crunch.
Do that
Like, first of
cheesecake pudding
all,
mix. That stuff is good.
oh my God. But, like, can we please talk about cereals right now? Because cinnamon toast crunch is like in the top five of cereals. And you have a coffee version?
Mm.
I can't. I can't. Our friendship, I'm struggling right now.
I'll have to
If you
send you
make
the
a Fruity
pictures
Pebbles
too, because I
coffee
took
and you don't
some
tell me
really
about
good.
that, we fighting.
I bet you I could come up with something because I know they've also got Fruity Pebbles protein powder, so like a
They
protein
do. I have it
coffee.
at work. I have it at work when I don't get to eat
Oh,
lunch
see,
and
see,
people
there
keep
you
coming
go.
into my office. And I just take out my Wonder Woman
Oh,
shaker cup
and
and I throw some water and some ice and my Fruity Pebbles protein powder and I shake it up. And people know when they see me with my shaker cup not to come in the door because I'm already angrily shaking my cup. Because at that point, it's not even lunchtime. It's like 2 o'clock. And people were like, "Oh, you didn't get lunch?" And I
yeah,
was like,
so you're
"Oh,
most definitely hangry.
no, I'm hangry and I don't want to look at you." Okay. Like, and I have like you know how like you have your work besties, like, and they can come into your office whenever they
Right?
want
Yeah.
to. And I feel like they
Mm-hmm.
know when the shaker cup is out after 1:30. They're like, "Do you need me to bring you some chocolate?" Yes, some Skittles, a Hershey Kiss,
Right.
something, a lollipop.
You're like, Kai,
Yeah,
do you need some food, Kai?
yeah.
You're like, I need
The
all the
other
food, all the
last
food.
week I Uber eated. Uber. Is that how you say it? Uber Eats? I Uber eated. I Ubered. There we go. My lunch to me.
It works for me.
I don't know how you're supposed to say that. Someone comment and tell us how I'm supposed to say like I Uber eated, I Uber Eats, I Ubered my food. I don't know the proper terminology,
I
but
Uber
like
ate, like,
I
right? I know
right I
exactly.
Uber ate. I had
Because
my
like
food
for
delivered.
DoorDash, it's I door dashed.
Right? Yeah. Like how do
So
you?
yeah,
That's a
I
how
mean,
do you say that? There's a lot of words I can't pronounce right, so that's one of them. And that's not even a word. That's like a phrase.
I mean, I kind of feel like Uber Eated just works because it's
Right? I
fun.
Uber eated my food, and eat it isn't even a word. Like that's my daughter says eat it, and I just don't correct her because I feel like at some point, like I enjoy her little kid phrases. Like she calls her robe her robot, and I will never correct her. I don't care. It's a robot in this
Oh no,
house.
so Rowan is 16. It's still Mac and Roni for macaroni and cheese.
Oh, I love it.
Um, we don't say it all the time, but he used to say Funkin' for something. So sometimes we still will say Funkin'. I was well into my teens before I realized that bubbler was actually supposed to be pronounced blubber, but my parents never corrected me and just always said it that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a book there like way back in the day called Blubber because it was about a big whale and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, is this like another like way to pronounce it? And then I never asked, but I just eventually figured it out that my
Mm-hmm.
parents had let me walk around sounding like a jackass for a large portion of my life. So,
No, parents don't do that. My parents actually. So my dad from the last episode that we talked about, and my mom. So that mom and dad, not the Long Island mom and dad. But when I was my birthday's New Year's Day, and so they for years used to say happy birthday when everyone yelled Happy New Year. So I thought for years that everyone was celebrating my birthday. Yep. It's really weird when you're like 8 and people are like, it's the new year. It's not because it's your birthday. And I was like, that's not what my parents told me. So
you're like, right?
I think that I think that's where it started. My obsession with my birthday and thinking that everyone should be concerned about me is from that. Plus, I feel like when your birthday is New Year's Day, like
Mhm.
it's just the best, you know? Like it's New
You're
Year's
like,
Day.
no, we're not celebrating the new year. We're celebrating the new year of Kai.
Right, the new year of me. And I don't make New Year's
Mm.
resolutions because it's my birthday, and I'm like, I don't have to. It's my birthday. There will be a no
I
New
don't
Year,
because
new
I don't ever keep
Kai.
them.
You get the
New
same
year, new
Kai.
guy.
You don't get a new year, new Kai. You
Yeah.
get a new year, same Kai. Only I'd like to tell myself I get more fabulous as I get older. That might maybe be true.
I feel like we always tell ourselves that. It's always, New Year, same Courtney, but I always try to like be better and do better. And I don't make resolutions anymore. They're just like more like goals, but
Hmm.
I know me and I'm just like, I know I'm not going to keep these, so say me.
Here,
Take it or leave it,
here,
bitches.
here I am.
The
Still,
same lovable person.
still living my best life. Well, trying.
Hey.
I feel like though as I get older, like the things that you want are different. Like, when you're younger, you
Yeah.
want certain things, and then as you get older, you're like,
Mhm.
for the year, I don't want like a materialistic thing. I want
Mhm.
like personal growth, like in my career, or I want to grow doing something with my kids. I feel like it's just funny, like you don't realize how your priorities and your
Mhm.
wants change as you get older until
Yeah.
you hit the age that I'm
Until we
about
do.
to hit. But we're not going to talk about it because I like to pretend that I'm not hitting that age.
Listen, we don't need to talk about that shit because my birthday's next month. Like,
Also true.
in less than a month. It was a month from yesterday.
It's okay, girl. We aging like fine wine. Okay.
You are. Because I've seen your mother. I've
She's
seen
gorgeous.
Nana.
Yeah.
We've had this discussion. I don't get
I'm
your
Nana's
genetics.
twin.
You are. I don't like your genetics because I'm like, I'm not aging quite
No.
like that. Although I do have to say, I know I don't look my age. My parents don't look their age, but I feel like
See?
I have aged quite a bit in 6 years because of the medication that I've had to be on.
Okay, well that's not your fault.
I know, but it makes these little creases and
I have them
bullshit.
too. I
Yeah,
think
but I feel like mine stick out more because like they're right here now. And
it's hidden because of
my
this hair.
mom,
That's why the hair is in the way, so you can't see them.
this hair that everybody in Target heard how excited I was. Listen, they all agreed with me. They
Okay,
all agreed with me, so don't
first of
worry
all,
about
like, so I should play it right now. Actually, I was in Target. So for everyone on the podcast, just so you know, I got my hair done yesterday. It's fall. I don't do this to my hair often. Like if I get my hair with a weave or braids or anything, it's always like black or like a
it. Hmm.
dark brown. We don't do chocolate brown. We don't do
Or
blonde
you do red
usually.
because you've done red.
I've done red, and my husband picks out the colors. Like, I don't pick out fun colors. He's like, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? And I'm like, no, I would just like to be basic Betty, and I would like to stick with black because that is my natural hair color. But we did a little chocolate brown. So I did not post any pictures. I sent them to my hubby first because I like to make sure he
You
sees
didn't
it
send them to
before
me
me.
first?
I
Gross.
didn't. I'm sorry. I know. My bad.
Rude.
So I send the picture to Courtney. I send her two photos. And let me get the sound because I am in Target just walking around. And I did not
And
think,
I want to tell you this too. I had just pulled out of the Taco Bell parking lot because that's what we had for lunch, and I literally stopped my car so I could respond. People passed me because I was not going anywhere until I finished this audio that I had to send you.
oh, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it though because I have my headphones in. Hold on, let me turn it way up. I don't know if you can hear it, but she was just like, bitch,
That part I did hear.
bitch. So here I am in Target. And let me just remind you the section of Target that I am in, okay? Because I am not like in the lingerie section. I'm not even in the food section. I am in the kids' toy section of Target. So I'm trying to find Legos. So I hit the button and and usually like I don't have my audios that loud, but they was so loud that like just all you heard was bitch. And so I'm laughing. My face is now 18 shades of red because I know there's little kids around and I'm looking around And people are looking at me, and I was like, sorry, I sent my bestie my hair. But yes, it was a good time for me. And I want you to know that like after that, and I was like, hey, she know you look good too. But yes. And that is why you are a friend that I could not ever, ever put on speakerphone.
I
But
mean,
and the audio after that was so nice and just like not with curse words. It was the best day at Target ever.
so you're welcome.
Thank you. And all the fall stuff is out at Target.
Oh, I need to go get some fall stuff.
All the
Jeremy
fall
keeps
stuff.
telling me I can't buy anything.
So you know, like the dollar section, like when you
Yeah,
first. I don't know if you're. I assume all Targets are set up the same at this point. It's kind of like all
yeah. Walmart
Walmarts.
started doing that too. They started
Yeah,
setting everything up the
which I
same now
like
too.
when I'm in a different town because I'm like, okay, I know where to go. Um,
Yes.
and I hate when they change the grocery store. That's anyway, another topic. But so when you walk into the dollar section, they have all the fall stuff, like the fall pumpkins, all the tumblers, all like the cute little
Hmm.
signs that say like
Hmm.
"Welcome, fall is here, fall foliage," blah 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 blah.
Happy
I just,
fall, y'all!
oh
Like
my
all that
gosh,
stuff.
I know.
Hmm.
I bought some stuff to decorate my office door at work because I am that girl at work that decorates her door for fall, and I
I
already
love
have my pumpkin
decorating my
out.
cubicle.
I love to decorate my office for holidays. It makes me look friendly during budget season. I am not. I am a
The way you
I am
said that, because I know.
I am a gremlin during budget season. I am a strict like if someone dumps water on me, like I will turn it. What is that movie like where like you put water on the gremlins and like
It's
they grow or
gremlins.
whatever? Yeah, it is gremlin. That's me
Yeah,
during budget season. Like if you see me
yeah.
without coffee or food,
Because it's
don't.
Gizmo is the little fuzzy guy,
Okay,
and then
I
he turns,
loved
and then you get the
Gizmo.
water on him, and the gremlins sprout, and then Spike
Yeah.
was the bad one.
Remember Furbies? Is that what they were called? That look like gremlins that used to talk? Is that what they
Yeah,
were?
and like sometimes they would talk without like.
Yeah. Fuck those. My daughter
Please
saw
AI,
one.
let that be a clip.
Yeah, that's good. Fuck. So my daughter, not Mariella, but Amelia, because
Hmm.
they when she was younger they came out and she's like, "Can I get one of these?" That's when she used to call me Doc McStuffins. Um, that's a funny story actually. Um, and so I was like, no, we ain't getting no Furbies, okay? Because first of all, they look like gremlins, and if you put water on it and that thing grows in the middle of the night, like we have to move to a different country. We are not. No, ma'am. Okay?
We
No,
have to move to a
no,
different country.
no. Okay? No. We're not getting those. And like that little Tickle Me Elmo, also fuck him too. Okay? No. Tickle Me Elmo, I don't care how cute. People are like, oh my god, he's so cute. Nothing is cute about a little mechanical doll coming at you being like, ee! No.
No, 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 ma'am. Nope.
No millennial mom was like, let me get that for my kid.
Right. But then grandparents were like, "Oh, it's not possessed. It's not evil. It'll be fine." And
That's
it was
because
like,
our
"Have you
grand
seen Child's Play?"
that's because our grandparents used to have freaking porcelain dolls and little glass dishes. And we're like, let's have a slumber party in the living room where all the eyeballs stare at you. Absolutely not.
No, ma'am.
I still have PTSD from my auntie for that. Okay? Because she had clowns.
Oh.
Porcelain evil clowns. I threaten my friends too for Halloween. If your kid comes to my house dressed as a clown, just know they are getting punted in the face. Or they will hear every curse word in the book. Don't bring your kids to my house as a clown. Don't even do it. Call the cops. I ain't scared because I'm gonna tell them. I warned everybody that if their kid came to my house as a clown, this was gonna happen. Here is the proof on the interwebs. Okay?
And they did not
Don't.
want to listen.
Oh, we took the girls to the circus. The clown started to come over. I was like, I will. Not today. And everyone around me was like, Kai, are you okay? And I was like, I will knock this bitch out. I
You're
don't
like, "I will
care.
be fine when they go away.
Like,
I will
we
be
can be
fine."
in the same room together, but don't come at me, okay? Because I will take off this 3-inch stiletto and put it through your eye. And that's not even from watching the movie It, because I did watch it. Because why would you watch the movie It when you are petrified of clowns? I thought maybe it would help. I don't know.
Yeah, Child's Play is the reason why I really don't like dolls now.
No, I
I
hate
mean, I
dolls.
was never the biggest fan of them, but most definitely now. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I hate dolls.
Hmm.
The ones where the eyeballs move? No.
I think it's a Geico commercial. I feel like it's a Geico commercial. And it's this family. It's a mom, a dad, and a little girl. And the little girl's probably like, maybe like 8.
Hmm.
And she sneezes, and the doll, because there is a bunch of dolls on the bed, looks at her and goes, "Bless you."
Uh-uh. Turn it off. Burn it to the ground.
Yep. And turns its head, like
No.
everything. I was like,
No.
Lord
Now,
Jesus, why did we do this as a commercial? Like, what are you out here doing, Geico? Like, why are we trying to like?
well, and the sad part is like my dad, the one that passed away.
Mhm,
My dad, like we used to watch Freddy Krueger together. We would watch Jason movies, and I remember he would be like, "These are fake. This is
mhm,
not real." And he would make sure, like before we watched them, he would tell me that. That stuff
mhm.
doesn't frighten me, but a doll or a clown, no sir. Because Pennywise was a human being, okay? With a red freaking balloon, pulling kids
Yeah.
through the sewer. Do you know that my parents' house in Long Island, there's a little sewer next to the house? I don't park near it. Nope. My dad's like, why don't you park your car over there? No. Why don't you?
There's plenty of reasons, and you should know why.
I'm gonna park in the driveway, okay, where it's safe, okay? Because
Birds say.
Pennywise ain't coming to get me. Unless Pennywise magically is like, hey, I got $500 worth of Target and Starbucks down here, I ain't going in the sewer.
Or pumpkin spice.
Oh my God. If a van drove by that was like free pumpkin spice and holiday decor, take me.
Holiday.
Take me.
We going now. Let's just go. Let's.
Let's, at this point, like Hobby Lobby, I think this is why my husband on Sundays is like, do you want to go? Want to go to Plattsburgh? Because he knows Hobby Lobby is
Be
closed
like, oh, oh yeah, they are closed, aren't
on
they?
Sundays. Yeah, the first time I went to Hobby Lobby, I came home with a new Christmas tree.
Jeremy says we can't have a Christmas tree this year, which I understand why, because the last 2 Christmas trees, maybe even 3, no, 2 that I've gotten, because I had like a little tiny, like a little guy that was probably only about like this
Oh,
tall,
little
because my
Charlie
mom,
Brown tree.
yeah, she had it. She was like, "You need a Christmas tree here. Just take this." But I finally got like a 6 foot tall one, and both years my cats decided to
Oh.
rip them apart. The one tree. So actually, no. I had one, and we had Astrid, and she was a little kitten, and she was a chewer. She
Hmm.
chewed everything, like the cord for my tablet that I use for this podcast. I had to get a new one. That bitch was not cheap. But she chewed. Because I got it like the pre lights
Hmm.
or pre lit or whatever. So she chewed through the cord. So then the following year, I had like lights to put around it because I like white lights and I like
Hmm.
a shit ton of them on the tree.
Let's just please thank you for saying that you like white lights on your Christmas tree because this is going to be a battle. Because there are people who
Uh-huh.
like multicolored lights. I
Yeah.
married one of them, and I am a white light Christmas tree girl.
Then you know what? Give him his own little special tree with the multicolored lights on, and be like,
I
"Hey,
won't tell
Rebecca."
you how many trees we have.
It kind of sounds like my mom when I was growing up. We just had trees. Actually, it was
Well,
after she retired because she would decorate her kitchen with Christmas stuff. So once she retired, she didn't have any place to put it. So we had like a bunch of like the little ones kind of throughout the house.
oh
But yeah,
yeah.
like that
Oh.
year, I didn't worry about really lights. And then last year, Jeremy and I got a tree and baby Tyr. Actually, no, it was Odin. I caught Odin in it. Tyr liked to climb it because she
Hmm.
was a kitten, so it made sense. And then there was because we get the fake ones, and there was a part where it just like looked like it was just kind of like broken and
Hmm.
flopped down. And then there was one day I got up and I saw Odin laying in that spot, like he had just made himself a nice little bed in a tree.
Oh.
I mean, it was cute, but I was like, oh, so you're the reason why this tree is now trash. Nobody chewed through anything, but the branches were busted. That was my child, if you heard that.
I did. I also like had ADHD for a minute because there's a bird outside of the window, and so this is the funny part though about like the birds around here is like sometimes they smash into the window. So as this bird was flying
That's because your
around,
windows are so clean that they think that they can get through.
girl, I haven't. I mean, thank you, but I don't. As much as I like to keep my house clean, I don't think I've ever washed the windows ever. If
You
a bird,
apologize.
just know though, that if you see me do this, it's because the bird.
My dad hates birds because of that really old movie, The Birds.
See, this is what I'm saying. I can't. Children of the Corn, little kids with like that light blonde hair with that like short bowl cut. Don't come near me.
That was Jeremy growing up. That really, really light blonde
Nope.
hair.
Don't go near
Actually,
me.
that was me too. I had really light
We
blonde
couldn't have been
hair.
friends. I would have punted you too, just like the Pennywise the clown.
I
My
grew out of the
irrational
very light
fears
blonde
are
hair
awful.
completely.
My irrational fears are absolutely terrible, and that's why we have therapy weekly. Like,
Yes.
just
Yes, yes,
just for
yes.
that. Okay, but back to fall because I'm looking at the time right now, and I will go off topic. But
I know, and you've got to teach a little one how to ride her bike,
I
and apparently you want to spend
know,
time with your husband too.
I know. What? Why?
Like
Because this
right?
week is so nuts. Like, I boss girled so hard, which I'm really proud of myself
Mm-hmm.
for almost being 40 and getting to where I am in my career because I have worked really, really hard to get where I am. But this
Mm-hmm.
just these weeks where like everything is like back to back to back to back to back,
Mm-hmm. You're
which
like,
is
no.
great. But I would like to boss girl a little lighter. Um,
So with it being fall,
hmm
what are and living in like the most glorious
the perfect fall
place
area.
in in the United States.
I
So
am
what do you
actually
guys like to
going to
do
get
for
you
fall?
leaves. I am going to pick the leaves for you. I'm going to try to laminate them and mail them to you so that you have all of the different colors of leaves.
Yeah, because we get a lot of yellow here. Um, some trees have red to them. Like I've seen the trees right now that have got a little bit of red. And then I don't feel like we get too many orange leaves down here. But I mean, I hear like it's a lot better up north too. Like there's more colors,
hmm
there's more variety. It's
hmm
just down here in the western part of Michigan where it's like,
It it is stunning here. Like, and because it's like the middle of September, so like the apple
mhm.
orchards, as I call them. Well, actually, they are apple orchards. There's one that was near my house growing up. It was the girls at school. Like, you knew this family because it was theirs, and then so there were a
Oh,
couple different families that had different farms. But like, it's apple picking. You can go and you can bring a basket and pick your own apples. Which, by the way, marketing, like you people have to pay to pick their own food.
mhm.
It's a genius thing because I'll do it. Um,
Right.
there's apple picking, not just yet. I don't think people's pumpkins are ready, but like you can go to the pumpkin patch and you can pick your own pumpkins. Right
Mhm.
now, people are doing all of like the fall photo shoots with like the old school trucks with the hay and the pumpkins
Gotcha.
and the drive like to work the mountain that I have to drive through because the
Mhm.
mountain leaves change faster than kind of some of the other leaves because they're
Mhm.
enclosed, but like the trees
Right.
are like green and yellow and the leaves are yellow and orange, they're red, some of them almost look like a bright pink because of the way, I'm sorry, yeah, the way the colors are. I'm gonna get some for you. I have to like pull over and grab them,
See, and I've
but
seen pictures like that, but I just didn't know if it was Photoshop or if it
no, no,
was
no,
like a
they're
real
not.
thing.
They're not photoshopped. It happens right when they're turning from yellow to red because the yellow and the orange they kind of just mix and they almost look like a bright pinkish red color, if that is a good
Is it
explanation.
like my
But
lip color?
yes, that's what it looks like.
Like wild berry hydromat?
Wildberry Hydromat, one of the best. But yeah,
Mm.
so even like I was gonna sit outside for the podcast. I told you that, but for everyone else, so that you could see it when you watch this. But it's so windy outside. I thought the AirPods wouldn't block the wind sound, so I'll
Mm.
have to figure out how to do that, or maybe I'll just go on our Instagram story. Y'all follow us on Instagram, and I will do
Basic Housewives.
I'll drive to work and put the camera up so you can see the leaves on the drive. But it's so super. So all of that stuff is happening here, like pumpkin spice, people making apple cider. There was a harvest festival yesterday in town.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's a thing. The
I feel
Apple
like we've got that
Fest.
here too, but not for a while.
Yeah, the Apple Fest was yesterday. The Harvest Festival was yesterday. So there was lots of different things happening. We have like Oktoberfest, beer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
pumpkins. There's usually like a 5K race. My job is a sponsor of one of them in town. Um,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it's I love fall here just because of the leaves and how pretty it is. But I get worried because it's the leaves started to change before the first day of fall, which means our winter is going to be full of snow. I hate snow.
Oh. Yeah, me too. I don't mind looking at it. I think it's beautiful. I'm sure it's gorgeous where you're at too.
Oh,
But
it's
I don't want to
beautiful.
drive in it. I don't want to
No.
have to like navigate life through it. I just want to look at it.
No, and I'm excited this year too because of the farm. Like last year, we didn't think to do it, but my husband and I have snowshoes. And so I want to get like a belt and put, Mariella, because she's small enough,
Hmm.
in a sled and just walk with her in the sled. And then we can get my oldest a pair of snowshoes and we can kind of walk um,
Yeah, that
around the
sounds
farm. I
fun.
mean, hunting season's going to start soon. I don't know when
Hmm.
exactly. I think bow and arrow season is first. I could probably open the door and ask my
Yeah,
husband, and he'd give me exact dates. Um,
right.
but I know he
I have
knows. But
cousins like that.
even like in the morning on the farm, the deer are out. So like that's how I know fall is in true effect. Like when the deer are just like by my
Hmm.
father-in-law's apple tree, which he hates. Um, but they're just out. So like all the fall things are coming. And am I going to book a photo shoot with my kids in flannel with an old school truck and some pumpkins? You bet
Yes.
your bottom dollar.
I know I was gonna do a fall photo shoot with like my entire family. So my parents, my husband, my
Oh, I love that.
both of my kids, her husband, and their kids. But I decided, to buy a house instead.
I mean, the
So
finance girl in me is proud of you because owning your own home is just, it's great.
yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do, cause like actually the photo shoot was gonna be on my birthday.
Hmm.
Um, and we usually go to there's this I guess you could kind of call it a farm. So they've got like an apple orchard, but they also have a corn maze that they do every year, and they change up the pattern and stuff like that.
I love a corn maze.
So I started our little tradition of going and just walking through the corn maze, eating pumpkin donuts and drinking warm apple
Mm,
cider. We didn't do it last year because it
it's a
rained.
dream.
So like I will probably do that this year, the weekend before my birthday, because my birthday is during the week.
Hmm.
Jeremy is on call,
Hmm.
so it might be we might wait till the weekend after, and then like one day we can do the corn maze, and then I gotta talk to my daughter and see if her and her husband can swing it. But it's like an hour north of us. There's
Hmm.
this farm that does like all sorts of like fun seasonal stuff. And I'm thinking that they're going to have, I mean, they'll have a pumpkin patch because they always do.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm thinking that they'll have like just, stuff kind of like set up where, you can take pictures in front of and just have, somebody take a couple pictures with our phones and then just use that.
I love a corn maze. I don't know if you've ever heard of Fort Ticonderoga.
Hmm.
But if you Google it, yes, it's like the Ticonderoga pencils. Yes. That's exactly where the name comes from. The paper mill isn't Ticonderoga, but Fort Ticonderoga has a corn maze. We took Amelia there once when she was really, really little, and the photos of her are absolutely cute. I'll have to find them and post them because oh my God, oh they might be on my old iPad, on my old laptop. But yeah, I haven't done a corn maze in forever. So you say that, and I'm like, I want to do
Yeah,
a
this
corn
one
maze.
and like this one is very like it's not like the haunted corn mazes.
We
And
we're
I've
not
always thought
about
about
those.
doing one, but like I'll if you jump out, there's a good chance that a hand is coming or like I can't guarantee that I'm not gonna like end up hitting somebody or kicking somebody.
You see, and that
So like
that that part right there is I will fight or
because I mean,
flight.
like, it sounds fun, and who doesn't like to be a little scared? But like, it's different to be a little scared because you're watching, like, like a psychological thriller
Yeah.
on a movie screen, and it's different to have somebody being like, ah,
When
right
someone
in front of
touches
your
your
face.
ankle, yeah.
Hmm.
Don't touch me.
Hmm.
I will
Yeah,
hit you
because like
in
I
your
might
face.
stomp. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and
I
when
mean,
we were kids, I used to be the girl that used to jump out at people because
mhm.
of the all of our friends. I mean, their parents owned all the farms in town, and they used to have the haunted hayride. So people would
Oh,
get on
fun.
the hay the tractor would pull the wagon, have hay for seats and stuff. And so we as
Hmm.
kids would just volunteer to jump out and scare people as they went through the
Okay, that
farm.
sounds fun.
So I used to be the girl that used to grab people's ankles and stuff. And they used to come to like the I say the wagon with like chainsaws. There's no chains on them or anything like that. It's just the
Right.
sound really. But when I tell you like sitting in and no one can really get to you because you're enclosed, like the fence is up obviously so no one falls out. But like
Hmm.
that was fun to grab people, but don't grab me. I will go to prison. And orange is not a good color for me. Maybe on my eyes, like for a Halloween look, which I know you are steadily about to come out with a whole bunch of Halloween looks. So shout out to you. I haven't done the one look I said I was going to yet. I'm slacking, but I'm excited for like Halloween looks and fall makeup
Hmm.
looks, and you know all about like the extra skincare for fall
Hmm.
and what we should be doing now that the heat is going away and the cold air is coming. So tell the people what to do. Tell me. I won't tell you. You already mad at me how I wash my face, but tell everybody else.
Well, I've already talked to you a little bit about this on Teams.
We like teams for non-work
Yeah.
items.
But yeah, like you were saying, fall looks, Halloween looks, like the look that I'm wearing. So last fall, I did. I think it ended up being only like eight or nine different fall looks because then my wedding season hit and
Mm-hmm. And your wedding was
I did everything in
stunning.
less than 3 weeks.
Preach.
So doing, creating looks and stuff like that was no longer a big deal. But this look that I have was my fall Equinox look from last year, and I was like, oh, since we're recording on the day of,
Yes.
let's just put this look on because it's pink, it's rose gold, and we all know how I feel
Rose
that rose gold is trying to
is the
take a
color
step
of the
out here.
season. That's what you said. You predicted it. And I don't think you've been wrong on any of your color predictions thus far.
Well, also when it comes to you, and I've told you what colors you need to get, and then you get them, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
should have listened
know.
to you a while ago, and I'm
I
like, you're welcome.
I should have. I'm doing better at listening
I
sometimes.
know. You're like my little Barbie, and I'm like, just
I
get this
know.
to me.
I like being your little chocolate Barbie.
So okay. I also have. Do you have cinnamon shimmer?
Yes.
I can't remember. Okay. So
All
what
the
I'm gonna need
brown
you.
gold shimmers, I have them all.
So I didn't realize just how gorgeous this color is. So guys, if you're wondering, it's cinnamon shimmer shadow sense by
Hmm.
Syngents.
Yes.
Um, our friend Mikkel created a look, and I was like, wait a second, is that cinnamon shimmer? And she was
I,
like, yeah, and I was like, you've been telling me for like a year to get this, and I keep ignoring you. Crap, now I need this color.
and mimosa gloss.
I know, I even told her that too. She's like, I go, I don't know why I keep trying to tell myself I don't need it, and then I'm just like, oh,
Don't
I
need
really need it.
it.
So I want you to do a look for me.
Okay. I
I
love a
want you to
challenge.
take I know. I want you to. It's just a lip look, and then I mean, decide what you want for your eyes.
Okay.
But burgundy plum,
Yep.
line your lips,
Hmm.
fill in a little bit on the sides, and then take cinnamon shimmer and put it in the middle.
Okay. Bet.
Because I'm obsessed with like pinky, purpley toned colors and
Yeah.
oranges. And I
Yes.
was like,
The
as
belladonna
soon
blush
as
as a lip color is perfect.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think that that is going to be really pretty. Oh, and I bet you too. I just don't know like which way to do it because I don't know just how dark fig is because I still don't have it because the post office lost my package. Um, and cinnamon shimmer,
Disrespectful.
but I know, but I bet you fig and cinnamon shimmer on the eyes would be really pretty too. A good combination.
I have used fig for a couple different things.
Mm-hmm.
I did a really nice ombre look last year for Halloween, or not Halloween, for Thanksgiving with the
Ooh.
shimmers, and I faded from gold to orange to red,
Ooh.
which was really, really pretty. Yes. Mm,
Mm.
mm-hmm. I know. I'm
So,
excited. We should also, I mean, we have our personal Instagram pages, but
mhm.
we should share some of our fun tutorials to our Basic Housewives page so people can see
Yeah.
all the fun
Well,
things that
I
we
will
do.
do. I will recreate my fall leaves because that tutorial is like 3 minutes long. I think because I think I had it on TikTok first. So I'll redo that one.
On
That
the
one's a
Tiki
really
Talks,
pretty.
as I call it.
That one's a really pretty combination. But yeah, we'll get that posted up for you guys too,
Yeah.
so you can see like different stuff. As for fall skincare, so there's no big like reason to completely rehaul and
Hmm.
redo everything. The biggest thing as we transition from summer into fall is that we lose a lot of the moisture that's in the air. So
Hmm.
what you need to do is make sure that your skin is hydrated, not really like moisturized.
Hmm.
So hyaluronic acid is a great product because what it does is it helps hold the moisture in your skin and it draws moisture in from the atmosphere.
Okay.
So as we're losing moisture in the atmosphere, we need to have something that's going to help hold it in even more and then pull what little bits are still left. So increasing your hydration is a major key. If you don't exfoliate or only exfoliate once a week, upping it to 2 times,
Hmm.
depending on how your skin is, maybe 3 times. Like for me, I have to exfoliate 3 times a week in the wintertime just because it is so brutal here. Like the wind that we get and just the lack of moisture,
Hmm.
it wreaks havoc on my skin. So I have to exfoliate 3 times a week. Um, I do wish that like Synergence, because if you guys don't know, we are distributors for Synergence, had a product that,
I just do this to my face, like the whole
um,
thing.
right? Same. There was when I first was in a salon and I was first working as an esthetician. The products that we had, they had what is called B5 serum,
Hmm.
and that replaced my hydration from the summertime because it was more hydrating. So like I wish like we had different levels. Like I mean the climate control from Synergence is great and
Hmm.
there's usually about a month because it does get really bad like December, January kind of area.
Hmm.
Um I might instead of doing 2 pumps of climate control, I might have to do 3. So I mean,
Hmm.
it still is doing the job and it's still really great. Just sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had just like a really good thick hydration serum.
Yeah.
But I mean, up your pumps is
Hmm.
probably all that you would need to do with the climate control. But and then when it comes to makeup, I mean, sometimes, and this does also depend completely on your skin type, using a more creamy product. Because I know,
Okay.
like in the summertime, well, because I'm kind of like lazy and I hate doing my makeup, especially in the summertime, I'm
Because it's
usually just
hot.
doing a powder. Yeah, yeah, I'm just getting a powder on my face to try to
Hmm.
help with some of that oil,
Yeah.
or I'm doing, just like a tinted moisturizer.
Hmm.
Um, so maybe going to like, let's say you just use like your basic liquid foundation,
Hmm.
going to a cream foundation if you find that your skin is still a little on the drier side,
Okay.
or um, maybe doing less powder. Um,
Good to know.
and I think too, like, so it kind of depends on like how your under eyes are.
Hmm.
Maybe like for me, I will probably be fine with just like sticking with like a tinted moisturizer.
Hmm.
But even though my under eyes aren't dry or dehydrated, I always feel like they look like they are
Hmm.
once I have makeup on them. So I'm kind of playing around with it. I haven't fully tried it yet, but it's been an idea. I think what I might do is switch to a cream foundation because I've got stuff in my professional makeup kit and use that to
Okay.
color correct and to conceal. So that way I keep the appearance
Hmm.
of hydration at my under eyes because I don't know. It's probably just me where I'm like, that looks like it's dehydrated, and I'm like touching it, and I'm like, but it's definitely not.
But
So
it's
it's just something I'm gonna
fine.
experiment.
I
But
love
those
that.
are my little tips and tricks.
I like it.
Hydration, the
You
biggest.
have told me too that part of the reason why my skin looks more oily is because I'm not drinking as much water. So I I
And
will
I
be
know it's
drinking
easy
more
in the
water
summer to drink water because it's hot as shit,
because it's hot,
and
and then in the fall it's
everybody's
cooler,
dehydrated.
right? And I feel like too you get
And
so
don't
busy
be me.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, with the holiday seasons and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But don't be me and be like, well, my coffee is made with water. That's not
Yeah,
the same.
coffee is not
What I try to
water.
say. Make yourself some bougie water.
So bougie. I don't have my bougie water cup. I'm gonna try this. Would you say it was caramel and vanilla? Is that what you said?
So in this one, it's I let apple slices like get
Girl,
their
I ain't got no apple slices.
I literally went and bought apples
I
just so
have
I could try it. I was
strawberries
like,
and grapes. Okay.
so when you get apples,
Okay.
when you go to somebody's orchard and
When I
you
go to the orchard later to go pick it.
yes, let your apples soak like you would lemons or
Hmm.
oranges.
Yep.
Don't put the cinnamon in right away just because like cinnamon is very overpowering.
Hmm.
But just put some in there just a little bit before you plan on drinking it, and then just a little bit of the caramel, and then you've got like caramel apple cider water.
I'm not hating any of this right now.
So good.
That's on
So
my
good.
list. Yay. Okay. Well, I have to teach a small girl how to ride a bike, and I say I. It's not me. Daddy is gonna do the
We
without
say
training
Adam's got
wheels
to teach a small girl how to ride a
because
bike.
like I get nervous, and so if I'm nervous, she's nervous. He will be
Yeah.
relaxed and calm, and I think she's ready
And
for
you'll
it.
just be there. Good job, baby. Good job, baby
I'll be
girl.
like,
You're
that's
doing
not.
so good.
I'll just be there like this. I got it. I got it on
Exactly.
camera. Like I really am
Yeah.
the mom with pictures of everything. Like when Amelia is a senior, like, and I know her mom obviously has pictures too, but like when I
Hmm.
tell you that like that senior thing that they do with the pictures,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
we got singing in the toilet, we got singing on in the bathtub, okay? We got singing in the shower. I got her shaking her booty to no music, going a singing home song. And if you've ever seen the movie Home, I don't even know if it's Pixar or Disney or whatever. It's about the little alien and the little girl
I
who's
think it's
voiced.
DreamWorks.
Yeah, it's voiced by Rihanna. Jennifer Lopez is in there or whatever. And she used to love the song, and she was just doing the whole dance with no music.
It was in her head. That's all that matters.
Caught it on video. Like, just, I cannot end the video that she said, "Ugh, I just want to go to school on a Saturday." Yep, got it on tape. Yeah.
I don't have a lot of videos of Ro, but I do have quite a few pictures from when he was growing up, and he would just let me take pictures. and I've got some really good embarrassing pictures. I do have one video for when he was like 3, and I share it every year. It pops up on my memories. We were baking his cake for his birthday, and I pulled it out to see, and it was definitely still raw inside, so it like jiggled.
Mm-hmm.
So he called it the jiggly cake, and he kind of like did an impression of it. So I quick whipped out my camera, and this was, 13 years ago, so the camera quality is not the greatest.
Right.
But I was like, do it again. And he was like, I'm the jiggly cake. And he bends over, and he starts like shaking his body. It's freaking adorable.
Okay.
I love it.
That
It's
is the
my
cutest.
favorite video. It will be on my Facebook. It's probably, I think it usually pops up on March 16th,
Oh, I can't.
15th or 16th,
I'll be
right in there.
stalking before our
I
kids and
think
their
you're
twin
showing it. I'm
birthdays.
like, huh, yes, our
Share
twin
every
babies.
year. Well, yay! I'm excited. I don't even know what episode this is at this point, but I'm pumped.
I think this is the 5th one.
Whoop
Okay, this
whoop.
is episode 5. And then episode 6, guys, just a heads up, it's another little bit of a heavy one, but
Yes. Also important though.
again, yes, bringing more awareness to things. I will
Hmm.
have statistics. Because
Ooh,
I'm that girl when it comes to this.
my little math nerd brain was like, she said statistics.
Well, because honestly, some of them are very shocking.
They
I
are.
have beat one of the statistics, so that's even better.
I
But
I am excited to, I shouldn't say excited. Well, I am excited, one, because it's our podcast, but I am happy to hear your story because I think it's going to help a lot of women,
I hope so.
which is what's important.
I hope so.
I feel like we
Yes.
just have a
One of the
trend.
reasons
We
why
have a
we're here.
super deep, meaningful episode, and then we go back to being feral,
Uh-huh.
which is
Because the episode after next week, or next one, is Halloween shit.
Halloween shit.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my God,
dress up. I'm gonna
I'm
do
coming
something.
with a skull face. I've already decided.
Yes. I still have to
I'm gonna
decide
do
if I
this.
want to
I'm
be
gonna
on the
do
shirt.
the skull face with red. The last time I did it with pink, but I kind of
Ooh.
want to do it with blue. Because I like my Kelly Rowland blue, as I call it.
I know, I know. You'll have to like swatch things on your hands and we'll pick them out.
Okay, fair.
Because that's what I like to do. I
Yes.
love picking out looks and creating bundles and looks and like,
Yeah.
my favorite thing.
Yay. Okay. Well, happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the day with your hubby.
He's on call, so he's already sent me a text. He's like, hurry up, I need food.
I love it. Oh, he's hungry. Go
Yeah.
feed your man, girl. You know he ain't hungry. He just.
I know, I gotta make sure my kid is okay after all the
Yeah,
we all heard.
I was like, is he all right? But you know what? I feel like that
I
just could be
think his
teenage
allergies
boy.
are kicking in.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hmm.
his throat's getting kind of clogged, and school's back in session, as
Hmm.
you know.
Yes.
So, oh, girl, I will let you know this week if you are a wrestling auntie.
Yes, please let me know if I'm a wrestling
Open
auntie.
mat starts this week,
Yes.
so
Wrestling
I'll
auntie, I'm
let you know
ready.
how he feels about everything,
Okay, good.
and then I'll
Yes.
let you guys know in 2 weeks if we
Well, he's
are
gonna have
a
internet
wrestling.
wrestling aunties. And maybe uncles.
Yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
shouldn't specify like that.
Right, right. Wrestling
Sorry, y'all.
family.
Wrestling internet family. Yes, let me be correct. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody because
You said it right.
Jesus. Didn't
Oh.
I know. Rah! Shit. Okay, let me stop talking.
Well, you guys have a great Sunday, great week, great couple of weeks. Thank you for hanging out with us again, and share some videos of Mariella learning how to ride a bike.
I will definitely do that.
So, all right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.